That's a genius name. I mean, your last name is Duty. Duty's Daggers makes perfect sense.
Hello, my friends and dudes. Welcome back to the channel. We're talking about a little something different today. Still EDC related. We're talking about a pen, which I usually don't talk about pens. I do like pens. I use a pen every day. But this is a pretty rad one. So, first, before we get into it, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. You'll be glad that you did it, I promise. And follow me on Instagram, duties_daggers also. So, this is the pen we're talking about. This is really cool. This is from a company called Bastion. You can see it right there. It's spelled Bastion, right there. So what happened was I was looking through Amazon at EDC stuff. Pretty regularly, I'll go on Amazon and just type in EDC gear and just kind of see what type of stuff pops up. And this popped up. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool because I haven't seen a very good alternative to some of the larger, more pricey EDC pen makers. I haven't really seen like an alternative to those types of pens until I saw this one. Pretty cool. So I almost bought it, and then I thought, wait a minute, I have a knife and EDC gear review channel. Why don't I send them an email, see if they want to send me one? So that's what I did. I emailed them. Guy that replied was super nice. I don't know if he was the owner. Probably was. Really nice guy. And he said, yeah, we'll send you a pen and carry it for a while, see if you like it, and then do a review on it. We don't, he specifically said, I don't have talking points for you. Just say what you want to say about it. Review it how you would review anything else. And we'll send you the pen. So I really appreciate that. I mean, there's no paid advertising on this channel anyways. So if he was like, hey, I want you to talk it up, I would have declined the offer. But it's just nice when someone makes it very, very apparent to you that they're not trying to bribe you with a free pen by giving it a good review. So that's really cool. So yes, I did get this pen for free, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. If I wouldn't have gotten an email back, or he had declined my offer, I would have bought one anyways. 100% would have bought one anyways. Because I've had my eye on this type of pen for quite a while. The pen that I always carry is this Fisher Space Pen Bullet, the Fisher Bullet pen in brass, which I really like. I really like this pen. It's smaller, and we'll compare it here in a second. But I've always been interested to check out these kind of bolt action style pens. They look fun. They look good, and I've just always wanted to try one out. So I'm really glad that I got a chance to check it out. I've been carrying this every day in my pocket. I've been carrying it like a knife in my left front pocket, clipped to my seam there with this clip here. I've been carrying it like that for around 4 or 5 days now, and I'm writing with it and carrying it, and I'm ready to tell you my thoughts on it. So the reason I have these out is this is just kind of an example of what I might carry on a weekend or something. I mean, even just the smock and the pen here, I think they look really good together. For whatever reason, I think these two objects just really look nice together. Both titanium, both a similar finish on the titanium. I just think that looks really good. But we'll get these out of the way. We're talking about the pen here. So let's do some size comparisons really quick with some other pens. Here it is against the Bullet pen. Quite a bit bigger. It's a full-size pen, whereas the Bullet pen's kind of like, it's meant to be very small and easy to carry. But if we unfold the pen, they're right around the same length. The Bastion here is a little bit thicker, however. How about a Sharpie fine tip, which I carry every day as well for marking my measurements in my metal fabrication. Very good tool for that. Right around the same thickness, it looks like. At least very similar. And very similar length as well. So that's a good comparison there. I don't really have any other pens. I guess we could throw it up against some knives. How about the Finch Holiday? Actually, it looks really good with the Holiday, too. Yeah, I like that. How about the CJRB Pyrite Spyderco PM2? There you go. That's probably enough. It's just an average pen size. Possibly a little bit thicker than the average pen, but like you saw, it's about the same thickness as the thin tip Sharpie here. Oh, I do have this one. I have this Milwaukee Sharpie, or I guess it's Milwaukee marker, you would say. So, there you go. So let's talk about this guy. This is a full titanium construction, although they do have different materials. They make this pen in different materials. They also make, I think, a smaller one too. I'm not quite sure. I know that they make this exact pen in copper or brass, or just regular stainless steel or titanium. And I think there's a couple other ones too. But those are the main ones that I was interested in. I think the stainless steel one, it's quite a bit cheaper than this one, but it's going to be a little heavier. This one is probably the one I would go for, unless you don't care about it being a little bit heavier. And that's going to be the case for the copper or brass, whatever it is, as well. But, I mean, brass just looks really cool, so that would be a good version of this pen as well. So aesthetically, I think it looks really nice. I really like the fact that there's no super visible seams anywhere. The top is fully capped off here. It's not even actually capped off. It's all one piece. So it's just kind of domed off right there. I think that looks really cool. The pocket clip I really like. It kind of reminds me of a Hinderer pocket clip a little bit. Kind of similar with that little, piece up here with the two screws in it. I really dig the clip. I think it looks great. It's a nice thick clip too. It's not super hard to get in and out of the pocket, but it's nice and thick, so that's never going to bend up, I don't think, unless you really crank on it. It's not too stiff though. It's got good retention. I think it's a good clip. The actual bolt here, it just functions like a bolt-action pen. If you've ever handled one, to deploy the pen, you go down, over, and then there's a spring pushing up this way on the bolt here, so it pushes it up into this smaller slot on the left, and then the pen's open. And then to disengage it, it's really easy. You just kind of slide it over, and it just pops back up into the closed position. You could do it slowly and more deliberately. You can go down, over, and then up kind of slowly if you're trying to be quiet. But if you don't care, just pop it. It's pretty fun. It's actually really fun. It's kind of nice to have something other than a knife to fidget with, just because, not that I really care that much, or it doesn't bother me that much, but, flipping a knife over and over again really isn't that good for the stop pin. Eventually, over enough time, that stop pin will wear out. But you don't have to worry about anything with this. You could fidget with this literally 24 hours a day for a year, probably, and, it's not going to change any of the tolerances in here. And it's all titanium. It's not going to break. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just flip this thing for as long as you want. So, really good action, nice and smooth. Another really cool thing I like is the seam where you unscrew it is very hard to see. Unless you get it in the right light, you can see it. Let's see. Even then it's kind of hard to see. But it's right here. Once I unscrew it, you'll see where it is. See, it's right there. And then when I screw it shut, it kind of disappears. Isn't that cool? That's pretty impressive. That is some very accurate machining going on in here. for that seam to be that tight and close up that well. So that's really cool. See, we take it apart here. You can see it does have an O-ring right down in there, which is good. There's your spring right there. Here's your refill. It is a Bastion branded refill. I'm not sure if you can use other refills or not. I should have looked that up, but I'm going to link their website down below so you can, you'll find all that information on there. Screw it back together here. So, yeah, I mean, should we write with it, I guess? Let's see. Obviously, you can get different refills with different, thicknesses of material. But the one it comes with is nice. It's not, it's kind of a finer tip. Feels really smooth. So, yeah, it writes like a pen should. I really like it. So, that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot to talk about this pen, kind of went over all the basics. I think this is a really good alternative to, tactile turn, big idea design. Other, larger pen manufacturers, I think this is a really good alternative. If you're looking for something different or, something a little cheaper. I think this is really cool. Yeah, that's about it. Just thought you guys might want to know about this if you hadn't heard of Bastion pens before. Yeah, so far I'm really impressed. I really don't have anything negative to say about the pen. I'm being completely honest. If I could think of one nitpick, I would like it to be slightly thinner this way. I mean, it definitely feels good when you're writing. The thickness does. I guess if it was slightly thinner, it wouldn't really carry that much better in your pocket anyways, so maybe it doesn't even really matter. But I believe they do make a thinner version of this too as well, so I think that point is completely moot. And that's really the only thing I can think of to criticize. So, yeah, very cool. Full titanium bolt action pen from a new company I hadn't heard of, Bastion. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get the smock out here again. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Adios, folks.